Welcome back, everybody, for part two of. Oh my goodness, excuse me. For part two of the Taylor Swift, I was going to say Dead Poets Society.
Yes. Starring Taylor Swift.
Tortured Poets Department. We generally liked the first four. I think we were, for the most part, I think we liked all of them. Apparently there's some comments. So I don't read the comments. Ryan reads the comments. I don't read the comments. So Ryan has a little bit of insight into some comments that I haven't seen or heard yet.
Yeah, so I do curate the comments. Sometimes I delete some that are extremely negative and toxic. I will just delete just to keep everyone happy. But I do read the comments. I respond to most of them. I will like the ones that say that we're great. Those are the only ones that get the YouTube heart. Anyone that says that we did a good reaction. And any comment that's this long on my phone or longer, I don't read. So you're wasting your time typing that. Okay. So Nathan, the last video reaction we did regarding Taylor Swift, the first four songs, we got our most kind of like most people. I think that yes, 80 to 95% of everyone generally likes our reviews. They give it a thumbs up, or they just don't say anything. They move on with their day. The majority of the comments were the "Hey, great reaction," or they say, "Hey, we like the song that you didn't like. That's fine. That's great." They share their opinions. Totally cool, different opinions. But what I don't like is when people say things about us that are wrong. Does that make sense? I've said this before. Like, you can disagree with our takes. Absolutely disagree that Ryan and Nathan say something that you don't agree with. I would never correct anyone because that's your opinion. You're just like, no, I like the song. Okay, cool. But when people say things like when they insert their story into our lives about why we think the way we think, it bugs me because you're now assuming my whole life and upbringing of 48 years into one reaction. It's such a weird concept that people do. So here's a couple, Nathan, I thought you might enjoy. Okay. From the comment section. Sorry for it's going to take time for me. Oh, right, here we go. It's okay. This is where I edit for YouTube. Oh, here's the first one. The question here, Nathan, was from Peace is Work. Thank you, Peace is Work. They said, have you guys ever listened to hip hop or rap? So let's answer that first, Nathan. Have we? Yes. Yes. Nate, no. What is this? What is this genre of music you speak of? Nathan and I we listened to stuff before. I bet you $1 million. We listened to stuff before this person was born. Like, I'm being serious. We listened to remember NWA, Ice-T. We listened to that. We actually listened. We listened
Young
to
MC and Maestro Fresh West.
Yeah, but she's talking about the swearing. They're getting to the swearing part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, so of course, we listen to Young MC and all the family friendly type rap. But Nathan and I and myself, I had Ice-T on the cassette tape. And my parents didn't know about it. It was like underground hardcore rap, talking about Cop Killer and all this stuff. So yes, we did. We listened to stuff that would put Taylor Swift to shame with the F-bombs. Okay. And so the Pieces Work goes on to say, the rest of the world has no issues with Fs like some parts of the US does. Okay, number 2, we're Canadian. Okay, so we're not part of we're not part of the US. We're Canadian. So let me rectify that. And I love how the whole world is just going around F F F F F F. It actually isn't. Honestly, the majority of the world doesn't just casually just drop F-bombs throughout their whole day. I work in the military, and I work with military people. People, yes, it happens, but it's not like every second sentence and word is an F-bomb. Like, there's decorum. Like, we have decorum and professionalism. You just don't drop the F-bombs. And we also said that we watch a lot of TV shows and movies that have F-bombs. We're not opposed to the swear word. Well, I'm just not cursing right now because we try to keep our comments PG. This person goes on to say, this is Puritanism. Puritanism.
Yes. Puritanism? Oh, my goodness.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. You and I, Nathan, if there's... Have they not listened to like at least my comments? Like, yeah, I'm puritanical. Yeah, that's me.
I just don't understand why people are sweeping the internet with this like crusade to find people that are not like super excited about cursing. Like, I don't understand that.
Right. It shouldn't be. Yeah, it also shouldn't be a mystery to people that people aren't crazy about it. There are a lot of people that aren't crazy about it, and they don't have to be. They don't have to be crazy. Like that is, yeah, you're right. It's an odd crusade to take up. The rest of the world likes cursing, so you must too, you puritanical idiot. But they go on to say, it's what I love about Taylor Swift. She breaks the stereotype of what the U.S. wants of her, a blonde, good country girl. I love how the whole country, the whole United States of America is like, Taylor Swift, you shall remain a blonde and good country girl. And Taylor Swift is like, no, I will fight this stereotype. I shall break this stereotype and curse in my songs. Curse you, US. Curse you all. Okay, so that was not even the best comment. This is the best comment. All right. So this is from, I'm sorry, people. If you're watching the reaction channel, this is what we do. I don't care. You can leave.
We've already lost 2 people from our Patreon. Yeah.
Good. Bye. All right. This is from Jackson857. He goes, or she, or they, sorry. They go, Taylor is using more explicit language in her music now because she's no longer being censored by a record label. And they go on to say, I love that she swears more now. So do they want Taylor Swift to literally just have a song that goes F F F F you F this F F F F, like at some point, you get what I'm saying? At some point, like would the song just be the F bomb? And if Taylor released a song that was just the F bomb, would they like jizz their pants? They'd be so blown away. She's swearing. Every single word's a swear word. This is fantastic. I just can't handle this, because they love it. They love that she swears more. So at what point is the more too much? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But they go on to say, Nathan, but you guys are just 2 old fart polite Canadians. At least I knew that we're Canadians.
It's funny.
So,
let me just say this. It's funny because it's just this one song. She's had F-bombs in other songs. We didn't say a word. It wasn't even like we didn't bring it up. But in the one song where it felt like, oh wow, this is a lot. This feels a little bit more like, okay, what's going on here? And the fact that we bring it up and it's like, oh, you guys are just these 2 polite Canadians.
Yeah. Thank you, Casey. All right. I'm almost done. I just want to, people were saying like, because of the music we listen to, we're too polite, we're puritanical. I just want to sample a song that Nathan and I would listen to when we were 12 years old. This is a song that we would listen to, not the whole song, just the part of the song. And I think this part of the song is kind of a message that I have for the people that think that Nathan and I are turned off by swearing. Okay. This is something that we listened to when I was 12 years old and onwards, and still listen to this day, quite frankly. Here we go.
Nothing seems to please me. It all feels so right when I fade into the night. See me hit you fall down. I see you standing there. You think you're so cool. Why don't you just fuck off?
All right, so that's my message to everyone who thinks the swearing bothers us. Sometimes when it's done right, just like that song, it's like, oh yeah, I love it. It just it amps you up and everything. And I
want to say something about
please.
that song because this is funny. This is like reminding me of a long time ago. Right. I remember how you would censor that song because you were always like, oh, Nathan can't hear bad words, so I'm going to make sure that so
I was a good friend.
Yeah, well, that's what you would say. You would say, why don't you just find a new friend?
Find a new friend, Nathan. All right. There we go, folks. That's our little diatribe. We appreciate it. People have skipped off. That's okay. We love you all. Thanks for sticking around. Nathan, here we go. The Dead Poet Society. This is part two. This is part 2. The first song is called, I have it ready. Just wait. Sorry. The first song is called So Long, London. Ooh. So long. Oh, yeah. We did get something. We did get some good comments. And some of the good comments were that a lot of this album apparently is not about Joe. It's about Maddie from the 1975.
Oh, right, because there was a bit of a fling in between there, wasn't there?
But yeah, it was a fling. But I guess one of the commenters said, I could be wrong, let us know, is one of the commenters were saying that Taylor was really crazy about him, that she wanted to marry him.
I don't know. How long did that relationship last? I don't know any of these details.
It was quick. It was quick. And it was,
wow.
But I think they had a history before. I don't know the whole history.
Right. That's
right.
That's right.
So
I did hear that. I knew that there was like a previous. Yes, they were friends for over a decade. There you go. Thanks, Casey.
Okay, thanks, Natalie. Okay, so there you go. So they've had some history. Apparently, Taylor was. So apparently, a lot of this album might be about Matt, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. Matt, Joe, Steve, Charlie. It doesn't really matter because the relationship or the lyrical journey or stories is universal. Heartbreak, heart loss. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is called "So Long, London," and it was Matt from London. If so, I guess this is pretty obvious. Or is Joe from London? I'm confused, but we'll find out.
I saw in my mind fairy lights through the mist. I kept calm and carried the weight of the rift. Pulled him in tighter each time he was drifting away. My spine split from carrying us up the hill. Wet through my clothes, weary bones caught the chill. I stopped trying to make him laugh, stopped trying to drill the safe. Thinking, how much sad did you think I had, did you think I had in me? Oh, the tragedy, so long, London, you'll find someone. I didn't opt in to be your odd man out. I founded the club she's heard great things about. I left all I knew, you left me at the house by the heath. I stopped CPR after all, it's no use. The spirit was gone, we would never come to. And I'm pissed off you let me give you all that youth for free. For so long, London, stitches undone, two graves, one gun. I'll find someone. And you say I abandoned the ship, but I was going down with it. My white knuckle dying grip, holding tight to your quiet resentment. And my friend said it isn't right to be scared. Every day a love affair, every breath feels like rarest air. When you're not sure if he wants to be there. So how much sad did you think I had, did you think I had in me? How much tragedy, just how low did you think I'd go for? I'd self-implode for, I'd have to go be free. You swore that you loved me, but where were the clues? I died on the altar waiting for the proof. You sacrificed us to the gods of your bluest days. And I'm just getting color back into my face. I'm just mad as hell 'cause I loved this place for so long. London had a good run, a moment of war size, but I'm not the one. So long, London.
I guess in that context of it being about Joe, I don't know what that's. For some reason, it's not that it's bothering me. It's that it's like, I think poor Joe. Like,
well, yeah.
I knew that Joe, I think Joe's been the one that she's been with the longest.
Yes, Nathan, from 2016 to 2023.
Okay. So that, I mean, she's revealing a bit of their relationship there, and I think like it sounds like it's a lot more complicated than it's just this like,
Sure.
yeah, we were great, and then all of a sudden we weren't. There's a lot more to the breakup there. So the references to, she can't give him enough sadness. She's all out of sadness. The feeling that, you can only be, you can only be that way around somebody so much. And then it's just kind of like, I can't do this anymore. I know the feeling. I'm not going to get into details, but I know this exact feeling of what it feels like to have only so much sadness and empathy for someone who's sad all the time, to be able to go like, I just have to step away from this.
I understand. Yeah. I understand. That's what you are with me. I know. I bring that.
No.
No, not me. Okay.
No, I get to laugh with you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad I get to make you laugh. I like making you laugh. It makes me happy. When you laugh, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
I irritate everyone else on YouTube, but at least I get to make you laugh.
As far as the song goes, though, I do like the sound of this. I like the that synth pop sound. Synth wave is another term that I've learned.
It's called chamber pop and synth pop on this one.
Oh, okay.
And it has 4x4, or is it 4/4 or 4/4 house beats? What's that 4/4?
It's just like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3
Okay.
4 1 2. That's four
Okay.
measures. Yeah, it's a good song. It has a feeling like we said this before. It kind of sounds a little bit like Midnight's a little.
Yeah.
I guess I anticipate it, and this is where I'm going to get the comments. I already see it coming. I can already hear.
Oh
people
boy!
type in their rage, but I anticipated a different sounding album, and that's not because Taylor Swift must change and must do something different. Not at all. Not at all. I guess I had a sense that it might sound distinct from the last album. And some songs have sounded, but there's quite a few that sound similar to Midnight's. That's all.
Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair. It's not a criticism. It's an observation. I know what you're saying, and that you were maybe semi hoping for something a little bit different sounding. I will say, but keep in mind, Folklore and Evermore were very sister-like
That's right.
albums.
They're like sister albums. Yeah.
So this could be the sister album to Midnight's. That's kind of how I would look at it. So if you go with the expectations, now I would almost call it a cousin. I think Folklore and Evermore are definitely like sisters. Whereas Midnight's, and so far the Dead Poet Society album is they're like cousins. Not as closely related.
Are they kissing cousins?
They are kissing cousins. Yes, they are. So, but I think we're gonna get some different sounds. We're only 5 songs deep into ultimately 31.
I kissed your cousin.
I know, Nathan. I know you have. Yes, I know you did. Thank you. Anything else you want to say about her, Nathan? Is there anything else you want to say about her?
Maloogs. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. So, that being said, I think we're gonna get some different sounds from this album. We're doing the standard album right now. We've only been given money for the standard album, the first 16 songs. There are 31 songs total. My daughter is like, which version are you reacting to? The standard one or the whatever it's called, the anthology or something weird, alchemy or something album? Anyways, okay. I really like the song. Now, I like the sound, and I think I might have enjoyed Midnight's better than you. I would say this is definitely a cousin album to Midnight's, but not just that. It's a softer version of it. I think Midnight's was a little bit, not in a bad way, but it's a little bit rougher or harder sounding than this one. The techno sound, or the whatever the genre of beats that album had were a little bit of a more electronic. This is a softer maybe that's the chamber pop. I don't know what chamber pop means, but if that's what that sound was, according to what my research said, this is the chamber pop song. So it's a softer version of it. It's not as harsh, so to speak. It's a more mellow, but I quite like it. I like this sound a lot, and I'm really enjoying this album. And Poor Joe, indeed. I don't know what he did. And I want to say this too about all you Swifties out there. Not everything is the guy's fault. Not every breakup is the
Taylor Swift is pretty quick at acknowledging that.
I know, but sometimes I feel like if we ever every time we've done it in the
Swifties
past,
are quick to go like it's all their fault and Taylor can do no wrong. Yeah, but Taylor would acknowledge it. Yeah.
Of course, I'm saying we've mentioned this before, where I kind of feel bad for the guys. In the sense that they don't get an album. I mean, they could make one, but nobody would. I mean, Joe could make an album. I don't know if anyone would buy it or listen to it. But the point is that Taylor has a great platform and she's very talented at it by being able to express what she went through. That's her right. Is this? I always kind of feel bad for the guys where they're like, "But I can't sing." Anyways, okay, great song.
One last thing,
please. Yes,
just want to acknowledge this. I do think that's a very true. Just if you're still there, SEN. I do think that's a very astute observation about that song. I do think that she's got a lot of tension in her voice as she's singing that one, and it and like you say, you can really hear it. Yeah.
Wow, why don't you just start a YouTube channel and say everything? Okay, the next song. Thank you, SEN. That's been silly. I was being silly me. All right. This song is called "But Daddy, I Love Him."
Called "Silly Me." Then
you just stepped all over my bit here. Let me do that again.
Sorry, start the bit.
Okay. The next song, Nathan, is called "But Daddy, I Love Him." That's what it's called. But Daddy, I love him. So let me guess. Is this about Matt now? Who's this one about? Tell us. Spoil it in the channel for us, guys.
No, it could be about anyone. That's
right. But so obviously it sounds very autobiographical. She's maybe the dad's expressing he's not crazy about him or something. Ooh, I wonder if that's the angle we're getting here. And then her response would be, "Daddy, I love him though." So what are you laughing at now? I can't see.
No, I'm remembering a movie. I'm trying to remember the title of the movie. Steve Carell is in it, and he has a daughter who at one point says, this is how little I remember movie titles. The daughter says at one point to the dad, "You are the murderer of love."
Oh, it's funny. Here we go.
Yeah.
And the end is about Travis, the football player. So let me guess. Oh, interesting. We'll see how that plays out as we read the lyrics. Okay. Here we go. Oh, she looks so pretty there.
I forget how the West was won. I forget if this was ever fun. I just learned these people only raise you to cage you. Sarah's and Hannah's in the Sunday best, clutching their pearls, sighing what a mess. I just learned these people try and save you, 'cause they hate you. Too high a horse for a simple girl to rise above it. They slammed the door on my whole world, the one thing I wanted. Now I'm running with my dress unbuttoned, screaming, "But Daddy, I love him. I'm having his baby." No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. I'm turning to flora through the fences. No, I'm not coming to my senses. I know he's crazy, but he's the one I want. Dutiful daughter, all my plans were laid, tendrils tucked into a woven braid. Growing up precocious sometimes means not growing up at all. He was chaos, he was revelry, bedroom eyes like a remedy. Soon enough, the elders had convened down at the city hall. Stay away from her. The saboteurs protested too much. Lord knows the words who say they want what's best for me, sanctimoniously performing soliloquies I'll never see, thinking it can change the beat of my heart when he touches me and counteract the chemistry and undo the destiny. You ain't gotta pray for me in my wild boy and all this wild joy. If all you want is great for me, then it's just white noise, it's just my choice. There's a lot of people in town that I bestow upon my fakest smiles. Scandal does funny things to pride, but brings lovers closer. We came back when the heat died down, went to my parents and they came around. All the wine moms are still holding out, but fuck 'em, it's over. Now I'm dancing in my dress in the sun, and even my daddy just loves it. Mom is lady, and oh my god, you should see her face this time. Doesn't it give some perspective? I know you can't come to the wedding, I know he's crazy, but he's the one I want. I'll tell you something right now, you ain't gotta pray for me in my wild boy and all this wild joy. Can't see what's revelry. If all you want is great for me, then it's just white noise, it's my choice. Scream about daddy, I love him. I'm having his baby. No, I'm not. It's you. Should see your faces. But oh my god, you should see your faces.
Oh, I'm glad I get to go first on this. Obviously, I think we're to touch on the same things. It took me about halfway through the song when I realized, oh, she's not talking to her dad. She's talking to the fans. She's talking to she's talking to everyone, all the white noise of all these parasocial fans out there. But Taylor, you're dating Matt Haley, but you just broke up with Joe, and everyone's just yelling at her. And she's not, obviously she's not stupid, but she's not ignorant to what the public is saying. If we're talking about it, she's aware of it. It's not like, oh, really? People are talking about me dating Matt? Of course they are, and she's aware of it, and she hears it. She probably even heard it from some of her own friends, really. But she had her relationship with Matt, and she's just telling everyone, "Look, it's my choice. If I burn this whole thing to the ground, it's my choice." Like she almost felt like she wants to burn everything to the ground just because it's like I get to do what I want with my life. I like that line where she says, "I'm having this baby, but you should have seen your face." Like I'm just kidding, but you should have seen your faces. The whole idea that every choice she makes, everything that she does is somehow it's going to be reacted by people. Like, oh, she's having a baby. She's having a baby. Did you hear? She's having a baby. So she's saying to the public, "You should have seen your face when I said I was having a baby." Like you guys are almost so predictable. Like I'm pregnant with Travis Kelce's baby. I can just see your faces now. She's having a baby. Now. So obviously this is about the fans, the parents, and of course the media or whatever. But I think specifically the fans, like just let her live her life the way she wants to live it. I will also say this. This is very interesting. Taylor is a very interesting artist because we listen to a lot of artists like on our own. And of course, most artists do sing about their personal life struggle from their childhood to their, it's very normal for any artist. But Taylor is in this weird head eating the tail situation where, this song is about her life being Taylor Swift in the public. And then she makes a song that's going to be talked about in the public. And then people are going to talk about the song. And she's going to make a song about the people talking about her album. And the next album, people talk about it's almost like her art itself is creating the commentary. And that she sings on the commentary about her art and life and the life. And it's weird.
It's like what we do on this channel. and comment on the commenters, and then they comment on the fact that we commented on the commenters.
Yes, I love it. I can't wait to hear the comment. Oh, people hate. Don't worry, Nathan. Everyone hates me. They all love you.
No, they don't.
But then on this, so great lyric. This is obviously a highlight track. We're 6 songs deep into the album. This is probably the strongest song of the 6 so far.
Yep.
The musical composition, it has the old school Taylor acoustic guitar with the mixture of the techno, synth pop, whatever it's called in the background, chamber pop. It's in the background still. We have that acoustic guitar. This is a Speak Now song. That's an early Errors type song. This is mixed with.
You're taking all my things.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll stop talking. Okay, okay, go. I want to hear your thoughts.
Well, let me just start with the rest of that, which was there's also country there. Like that feels like a country song. This feels like a song. Not that she could have sang this song back, in the beginning. I don't think she, that would have really, thrown people for a loop. But to me, this is quintessential Taylor right here. This is who she is, right? Speaking to, the realities of her life and acknowledging the fact that these things are happening and being open and honest about it to a fault even, right? And that to me is what Taylor is. That's her vibe. She talks about what's in her mind at whatever given moment, and that inspires her, and she writes about it, and that's art. She's a true artist in that sense. All together, like I really enjoyed this song. I feel like this covers a lot of different eras in general. I think there's quite a bit, certainly a little bit more in the the Speak Now and others, but I still feel that this is probably the most Taylor song on the album so far.
Yeah, good. No, great stuff. I love this for sure. Fearless Era, Speak Now. I'm still getting kind of to figure out where the albums line up. Yes, thank you, Kara. But that early kind of country Taylor is coming through on that song. Okay, fantastic stuff. Awesome. Great song. I think it's my first favorite after that third track. What was the name of that? I love that third track. My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. So I love that song. And I mean, they've all been great. But those 2 are the standouts for me right now. Standouts. They're so this one, Nathan, is called Fresh Out the Slammer. Fresh Out the Slammer. Not even out of the slammer. That's a weird way. Is that proper grammar?
Titles have to be proper grammar.
Okay. Relax, Swiftie. Stop. I'm just asking. Is that I don't know. I'm legit asking. I'm not being critical.
But it's like you put on some glasses. Is that proper grammar?
I'm asking the legit question. Is it, or should it say fresh out of the slammer? I don't know. Or is it?
Yes, it should. Yes.
Okay. That's all I'm asking.
Should. In what definition of the word should are you using?
In the context, is it proper grammar?
I don't know. Are we reading an essay with the title?
Oh my goodness. I'm asking a fair question. I just want to know, is it...
Okay, people, go look up all of the titles of songs that don't have proper grammar.
It was just... I was wondering if I was reading it wrong.
I was just...
I forgot. Don't ask Nathan anything about English.
It's true. I don't... Unless somebody asks me about grammar,
here we go.
I don't care.
Okay, I wasn't asking the grammar teacher. I was asking Nathan, my friend. Is this proper grammar? I don't know. Fresh out the slammer.
It is incorrect. It is not proper grammar.
Okay, but yes. Okay, so Taylor Swift's an idiot. Thank you. Prove my point. Okay.
I love watching the numbers fluctuate when we are.
Oh, who cares? Go away.
Now, pretty baby, I'm running back home to you.
This is a different one.
Fresh out the slammer, I know who my first call will be to. Fresh out the slammer, another summer, taking cover, rolling thunder. He don't understand me.
Voice sounds different.
Splintered back in winter, silent dinners, bitter. He was with her in dreams.
Really? Yeah, it's deeper. It sounds deeper. It does, yeah.
Gray and blue and fights and tunnels, handcuffed to the spell I was under. For just 1 hour of sunshine, years of labor locked and ceilings in the shade of how he was feeling. But it's gonna be alright, I did my time. Now, pretty baby, I'm running back home to you. Fresh out the slammer, I know who my first call will be too. Fresh out the slammer, camera flashes, welcome bashes, get the matches, toss the ashes off the ledge. As I said in my letters, now that I know better, I will never lose my baby again. My friends tried it, I wouldn't hear it. Watch me daily disappearing for just one glimpse of his smile. All those nights he kept me going, swirled you into all of my poems. Now we're at the starting line, I did my time. Now, pretty baby, I'm running to the house. We still wait up in that porch like leaves.
So that's a change.
To the one who says I'm the girl of his American dreams. And no matter what I've done, it wouldn't matter anyway. Ain't no way I'm gonna screw up now that I know what's at stake here. At the park where we used to sit on children's swings, wearing imaginary rings. But it's gonna be alright, I did my time.
Did my time.
That's the question that's on my mind is what, well, I know it's my turn to start, but I'm curious what you think. What do you think doing time is?
In the relationship.
Yeah.
She
Spending
probably felt trapped at not the whole relationship, but there's probably a period of time where she felt like a prisoner. Like she's in the slammer, so she's got out of prison. She's got out of this relationship that was emotionally blocking something within her. Obviously, she wasn't physically abused, I don't think. So it's an emotional locking up of some sort. A mental prison.
Okay, and that's what I was in my own mind. I was going to go with. I wasn't going to ask it to the crowd. I was just going to see what my chunk thought of it, and that kind of fits with what I think is for her, and I think that's going to resonate with a lot of people who maybe feel that way or have experienced that feeling of feeling trapped or in prison, wanting having done time. So yeah, I think it's going to be the type of song that's very cathartic for some. And so yeah, I can see that. I can see that will be that way. I just like as a song, it was kind of like I wish I got to speak about the other song first. This one's kind of like, okay, yeah, it's pretty good. It has a strange change in the middle that kind of jarred me for a second, but it's all right. It wasn't like it wasn't a top.
Oh, here they go
for me,
here
but it was okay. It was I'm okay with it.
I agree with a lot of what you're saying, Nathan. There would have been something that would have made the song better, I think. How she dropped more F-bombs throughout the song. I think that would have I think that's what that song was missing. I think we had about I can see producer Jack say, "Hey Taylor, I really like this, but can you just like say F this, F that, F this? If we threw a couple more F-bombs there, we could make that person happy." On YouTube who commented on Welp's channel that they said, "I'm so glad that Taylor's breaking free from her record label and she's fighting the US." I love how she's fighting the United States of America, the puritanical country. Okay. I probably like the song more than you. So I think I did like it more than you. I like the idea musically of the song, the soundscape of the song. I think it was an interesting choice It starts with that acoustic guitar, so we had acoustic guitar again. And I did mention her vocal did sound, maybe I'm crazy. Now, of course, she went high near the end of the middle there, or middle than the end. She does her Taylor Swift higher vocal, but she was singing lower vocals for sure in that beginning part. A couple of words in general had a really, I say country twang, but like a reverb in her voice. It just kind of went, maybe I'm not hearing it or properly, but I swear her vocal sounded completely different to me. It was kind of jarring. I hadn't heard that in a while. But the song at the beginning had that acoustic and kind of a deeper sound, but then the middle on, Nathan, I think what it was supposed to represent was it felt like she broke free, right? So she was out of prison. She's out of the she's out the slammer. So it's this butterfly effect of like freedom. She's like, ooh, I'm out of the it felt angelic, and she's out and she's floating around. I'm free of Joe. No more Joe. And then she floated away. Matt, I love you. No, I don't. I'm free of Matt. Oh, Mr. Kelsey, the football player. I like you now. Man, that football album is going to be so good. I think that's going to be the best album. I cannot wait for the football album. 2027.
Oh, we're dropping like flies. My favorite sound you just made was
That's Taylor's sound effect when she moves from one relationship to another.
Okay. All right. Let's move on.
I wonder why our videos don't get 75,000 views ago. I wonder why. It's actually my fault. You would do better with it somebody else, Nathan.
No. It's everything to do with we don't just like, amazing. It's making me feel. Look at my hair. It's standing on end.
Yeah. Now I think you're gonna be excited by this one, Nathan. So I want to say it before I show the video. There's a guest star or guest vocalist performer on this song. You might have heard of her. Florence and the Machine. Florence.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
Oh, it's been so long since we've done any Florence
I know.
stuff.
We love that Florence stuff. We love it.
Yeah. I miss it.
People have to pay for it. That's all there is to it. Okay, so here we go. Florence and the Taylor Machine will be singing together, and the song is called Florida. I wonder, it's weird, Florida. I don't know. I don't know if there's a connection there, but it has Florida with 3 exclamation marks. So it's Florida! It's really angry Florida. Sorry, I don't know how else to say it. That's what it's called. 3 exclamation marks.
You can beat the heat if you beat the charges too.
Darn good.
They said I was a cheat. I guess it must be true. And my friends all smell like weed or little babies. And the city reeks of driving myself crazy. Little did you know your home's really only a town you're just a guest in. So you work your life away just to pay for a timeshare down in Destin, Florida. It's one hell of a drug.
It kind of does do that.
Florida.
The hurricane was my name when it came. I got drunk and I dared it to wash me away. Barricaded in the bathroom with a bottle of wine. Well, me and my ghost, we had a hell of a time. Yes, I'm haunted, but I'm feeling just fine.
Miss your voice.
All my girls got their lace and their crimes, and your cheating husband disappeared. Well, no one asks any questions here. So I did my best to lay to rest all of the bodies that have ever been on my body, and in my mind they sink into the swamp. Is that a bad thing to say in a song? Little did you know your home's really only the town you'll get arrested. So you pack your life away just to wait out the shitstorm back in Texas. Florida is one hell of a drug. Florida, can I use you? Oh, I need to forget, so take me to Florida. I've got some regrets, I'll bury them in Florida. Tell me I'm despicable, say it's unforgivable. At least the dolls are beautiful. Fuck me out, Florida. I need to forget, so take me to Florida. I got some regrets, I'll bury them in Florida. Tell me I'm despicable, say it's unforgivable. What a crash, what a rush, fuck me out, Florida. It's one hell of a drug. It's one hell of a drug. Love loves me like this, and I don't want to exist, so take me to Florida. Did you know your home's really only a town you're just a guest in? So you work your life away just to pay for a timeshare down in Destin. Little did you know your home's really only the town you'll get arrested. So you pack your life away just to wait out the shitstorm back in Texas. Florida is one hell of a drug. Florida, can I use you? Oh, Florida is one hell of a drug. Florida, go and fuck me up.
Yeah, you get to go first again.
I won't be too long this time. I always talk too much. I always talk too much. Look, this is a great collaboration.
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. This is a great collaboration between the two, obviously. This is really drawing from the Florence the Machine sound with the Taylor sound. So I like how Taylor allowed kind of not just only have Florence sing with Taylor, but bring in the band almost. Almost sounds like this. I don't know which album this belongs. Is this a Taylor song or is this a Florence song? So it's a really cool collaboration. This could easily been on the Florence album and it would have been a Florence song. So, and I was also thinking, wouldn't it be great if they did a whole collaboration together, an album together? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. They've crossover. There's a good section of Venn diagram that crosses over.
yeah, for
between
sure. And we love the Florence Machine. Great live performances. Boy, I wish we could go back to them, but step up, patrons. Okay. Anyways, this is it's a great song. I love that jarring Florida. And of course, that's the 3 exclamation points. You know, it comes in bang, 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 and the whole idea of just burying your life or your past life, starting anew in Denton, Florida. I kind of like that imagery. This is a great collaboration. That's about it. I kept it nice and short for you there, Nathan. What do you got?
Well, it makes me think like Florida is a very strange place because it's like every, not every, but many people from the United States think of it as like that's the place where you go when you retire, right? There's this whole old generation that exists there,
Sure.
and then there's this like sort of younger generation. Let's go to Florida to like forget everything and bury our past and just kind of like do whatever we want because there's no rules in Florida, and it's just a strange place. It sounds like I don't have any desire to go to Florida, none whatsoever.
Oh.
I mean, to see it, perhaps to be like, oh, that's what Florida looks like, but to live there or to be there, nah, not one tiny little drop of me wants to be there. Mostly because I hate people, but so I get it all. Like I totally understand everything in that song. Love Florence and the Machine, love her voice, and I love everything that they do. And like I say, I even get the crossover between the two. I just don't get Florida.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's a great song. I love it. It really is a fantastic song, and people who connect with Florida will love that song too. So yeah, that's my assessment.
Yeah, awesome. This is great. This is part 2. Well, like we said, this is part 2 of 4. We understand people haven't really added us yet. They were pretty clear. This is the first 16 songs is considered, according to Wikipedia, the standard version of the album. There are 31 tracks, according to the other part. Hopefully, patrons will step up and get us going on that. But for now, everyone thank Carrie. It's Carrie with a K, by the way. People have been thanking her, so just her name is Kerrie. So everyone thank Carrie for this album reaction. She's the one that paid for every single song that we're doing. So she's the one that did it, folks. We're so excited. Thank you so much, Carrie. It's been a real joy. And I love that this album is causing not controversy, but conversation. And I love that about it. The only problem with this second set, 4 songs, Nathan, only one F word. So I don't like it very much. There's only one F word. So.
Yes. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. It was a trip.
Yeah, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. I'm having fun. Having fun.
Yeah, no, I get it.
No, not to you. To the people that are.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it'll be great. I can't wait for part 3.
Yep, part 3 in a week.
Okay, in a week. Join us then. It'll be fun. See you in the next one.